It was exactly 3:07 a.m. when someone started banging on my front door in our quiet suburban neighborhood in Columbus. And in that moment, my heart dropped because nothing good ever happens at 3 in the morning. My wife was asleep upstairs, my two kids were in their rooms, and I slowly walked toward the door with that heavy fear sitting in my chest, already imagining the worst, an accident, a robbery, bad news about someone I loved. And when I looked through the peephole and saw a police officer standing under the porch light, my hands literally started shaking. I opened the door and the officer asked, "Is this the residence of Daniel Harper?" And I felt my stomach twist because that's my name. And before I could even think straight, he said, "Sir, we need you to come with us." And at that second, my mind went into chaos, wondering what I could have possibly done, replaying every small mistake of my life in seconds. My wife came downstairs, terrified, holding her phone, asking what was happening, and I couldn't even answer her because I didn't know myself. The officer then explained that my car had been reported involved in a hit-and-run accident just 2 miles away, and I felt the ground almost disappear beneath me because my car was parked in the driveway. I had been home all night. Confused and panicking, I walked outside with them, and that's when I saw it, my car door slightly scratched, something I hadn't even noticed before. Neighbors were peeking through curtains. My wife was crying quietly, and I kept saying, "I didn't go anywhere tonight," over and over again. After what felt like the longest 20 minutes of my life, another patrol car pulled up, and a second officer stepped out and said they had just detained a suspect, someone driving a stolen vehicle identical to mine with cloned license plates. In that moment, the first officer looked at me and said, "Sir, you're not in trouble. We actually needed your help." And my knees almost gave out from relief. They explained criminals had duplicated my plates, and if they hadn't traced the VIN number quickly, I could have been arrested at work the next day in front of everyone, standing there under the flashing red and blue lights. Watching my wife run toward me and hug me like she almost lost me, I realized how quickly life can flip upside down over something you didn't even do. The officer apologized for the fear, but said something I'll never forget. "You'd be surprised how many innocent people don't answer the door and end up with bigger problems." That night after they left and the street went silent again, my wife and I sat on the couch until sunrise, holding hands like we hadn't in years, both realizing how fragile normal life really is. Nothing tragic happened, no one died. But that 3 a.m. knock reminded me that everything we take for granted can change in seconds. And sometimes the scariest moments aren't the end of your story. They're the wake-up call you didn't know you needed.